Hello, my name is from the Pueblo of Jemez, and this is my health journey back down to 200 pounds. It's just my health, man. It's all it is. You come down to the res and you see all these obese people, and you just think to yourself, wow, it's crazy, because you don't really understand until you experience the health issues that come with it, all the trauma that you face even as a child. You never really think about it until you're actually in those shoes, and that's what happened to me. Honestly, my health, that's about it. Just the health factor about obesity, especially down in the res. You never really want to think about it. You always want to make fun of that person. You never really understand what's going on until you really get to experience that firsthand. And that's happened to me. As a young kid, you don't care. You're always active. You never really care, because at the end of the day you're gonna be outside because mom tells you to go cut weeds, go chop chili, go outside and play with friends. You don't need to be inside. Then you come back after a long day and you're tired, and you don't really care. You just don't care as a kid. But the older you get, especially for me, you end up wanting to feel comfortable in the body. To fully understand obesity, we have to look back at how it developed over time. This is the history of obesity within Native American communities in North America. Pre-contact, 1200 BC to 1500 AD. Foods and meals were comprised of naturally grown ingredients and animals native to the land that our ancestors used to live on. The motto back then was to live off the land. With complex macronutrients like carbs and proteins, we relied heavily on the three sisters to support us and our people, and they complemented each other. Corn was good for nitrogen, for the soils to thrive. Beans were used to replenish the nitrogen within the soils, and corn provided natural climbing poles for bean tendrils.
In the morning she would have chili, but we talk, me and her. Remember those days? I tell her, we used to eat liquid. There was no eggs around then. Mm-hmm. Eggs were nowhere for us within the family. Mm-hmm. Just papa, and then soup. That's all we ate. And then whatever we grew with my grandpa, my uncles, and my dad. Whatever grew out there in the farming area and everything. That's all we ate. And then my grandma used to cut up. We have an orchard in the back too, like peaches, grapes, apples, and all that. She would come in and freeze them, and then come winter time, that's all she'll bring it back. Food. Yeah, and then we'll sit by the fireplace, and then she'll break them out, and then or jerky,
nice,
wildlife, or piñons. Nice. You can get them.
You live off the land.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. Mm-hmm. That was good, but then now what? We have fast food and everything.
First contact of the 1500s. This is when we would see the arrival of European settlers. The diets would shift with new animals and produce being introduced into the Native Americans' diets, those including sheep, goats, cattle, pigs, and horses. Alongside these various animals, a variety of produce like peaches, apricots, and plums were first introduced into the Native Americans' diet as part of the settlers moving into North America. Moving on to the Indian Removal Act of 1830, where millions of Native Americans were relocated and diets shifted. Changes in foods and most indigenous natives were profound, created an end to nomadic lifestyles between the buffalo and the native peoples. Millions were relocated to desolate areas with little to no food resources, where they would only thrive off the government giving handouts to people. The motto back then was kill every buffalo you can. Every buffalo dead is an Indian gone. After the Indian Removal Act of the 1830s, we then move on to the boarding schools of the late 1800s and the early 1900s, where we saw thousands of Native American children assimilated as a direct approach to kill the Indian and save the man, many in their different food selections that was unique and did not come from the native lands they were used to, and many of the children endured manual labor. In fact, many would come back to become starved with very little to eat. After the boarding schools, we then move on to the Food Distribution Program on Indian Reservations, or FDPIR, of 1977. This is where we would see the rise in commodity foods that most people rely on today in Native American communities, especially mine. Commodity foods are oftentimes low in nutritional values, not enough to go around, and is funded by the government. This in turn creates a heavy reliance on the government to not only sustain, but to feed our people. And as previously stated, there is never enough to go around. Low nutritional value is almost guaranteed to be expected when dishing out where most people, including some of my family members, having to rely on the government to sustain them, which has made a huge difference, as most Native American communities, including mine, have lost their food sovereignty.
Yes. Accessibility is definitely key, only because we have to travel 30 miles out of our pueblos just to go to a grocery store. If we want something fresh, we always have to drive those 30 minutes away just to get some fresh veggies or fruits. Sometimes we don't have the time, or we just don't want to leave our homes, so we cook with what we have at home, and most of the time on hand we have, of course, a lot of flour, lard, so there's our breads, and then our meats.
The current events that are taking place as of right now that are being used to fight these issues like obesity and diabetes include fun run walks, in which they benefit the community because it involves community engagement, creates healthy habits, and it promotes physical activity.
I know what motivates me in my community. It's called K-Hop, and they usually have monthly challenges where if you get certain steps or certain it's a challenge on the Nike app where each member joins, and whoever does you meet a weekly goal. And I know that encourages me just to get out more and get physically fit, just by running or walking those miles just to meet that goal. And then also seeing others join, I think that's my motivation. That's one way to get moving more. And then also I know the programs and resources that are provided. There's healthy meal prepping ideas, or there's cooking classes that members can take. Just things like that, or the diabetes program, just bringing more awareness to the community. That helps a lot.
Now that we've discussed the history of obesity within Native American communities in North America, it is important to address these topics first by creating action plans that I have created. My first action plan was a cohesive dinner created by me and my mentor, where I created a meal for both my friends and a couple family members. It was a meal that was comprised of protein pasta and Greek yogurt. While not traditional, it was a healthy meal where family interactions were had. Alongside this, I also created fond memories between me and my friends and some of my family members. My second action plan became more than just an event. It became a way to bring the community together. In collaboration with Brian and the Jemez Public Health Department, We organized a community fun-run walk focused on spreading awareness about obesity while also encouraging healthier lifestyles. The turnout was bigger than we expected, with families, children, elders, and community members all coming together to support one another. What made this event even more meaningful was the way it brought back the importance of traditional running and community connection. It was not only about exercise, but about culture, support, and creating long-lasting memories. I need to work alongside my friend Brian and to build something positive for our community while contributing to the larger conversation about obesity awareness and prevention.
Brian!
Where's Brian? Oh, Matto, man, he's at school. So we're gonna hear for the next 5 years. Nah, that should be good, guys.
That's good. There you go, Brian. You're getting it. Yes, sir. God, Raekwon, Jesus.
Used to fixing his mistakes, huh?
Raekwon, just
So we just got done. Setting up the course. It's actually pretty sunny out now, so knew it. But now we're gonna take a little break, then make some lunch. But after, we're gonna see what's up.
These guys do their piece about what we came here to talk about. So my name is Travis Serra, the Health Promotion Supervisor here at Public Health Program. So just not too long ago, Brian and Raekwon reached out to Public Health asking for our support and putting up this run. So we really appreciate you guys coming out and doing this thing with us. This is part of their senior honors project, and we're working with them to help them and support them in their goal. So before we get started with the run, I'd like to give the mic to Brian and Raekwon. Just a round of applause for this guys. This is very awesome. And so we're going to do this next one.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian and I'm from Jemez, and I go to school at SNAVE. So a little more detail into this project is SNAVE Senior Honors Project. So basically every senior year, a student has to do a project throughout their whole senior year on one topic. And so my topic is running and the benefits of it and the history behind it. And so my connection to my topic is this. So you guys are getting active, you guys are going to go on a fun runner's walk. And yeah, that's my topic. And
hello, my name is Raekwon Sarah, also from Loaf. So my topic is actually more broad. It's about obesity and how it relates to your physical and mental health. So for my portion of this action plan, so we need 2 action plans to do one last semester, but for this part of my action plan, it's supposed to spread awareness to physical activity and also just there's a lot of variables behind it. As you can see, like snacks, obviously they're healthy, and also just promoting physical activity because even if it's like what we're doing right now, just 1 mile, half a mile, just walking, it can always, there's a lot of health benefits. You can boost yourself, your self-confidence. I know that's something I deal with a lot of the time, and just like how mental health and everything just relates to somebody in some way. Because I know as Ash, we don't really, it's kind of taboo to think about this because we didn't know everything because our ancestors used to be really skinny and stuff, but now we're kind of overweight, so I just want to bring awareness to that, just like a child. But yeah, just wanted to bring awareness to obesity and hopefully just have a lot of fun and community outreach. Once again, I just want to say thank you to the Jemez Public Health Department for helping us put this together. We literally couldn't have done it without them. A very big thanks to Chad right here. I know he's my cousin, so I had to, as he said, I wouldn't get lunch without him. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. Really quick again, next month is also Colorectal Awareness Month. So we're gonna have Brittany come up and do a little presentation on this.
As I come to the end of this thesis, I realized that this project became so much more than just a research about obesity. It became a way for me to better understand my community, our history, and the challenges that continue to affect Native American communities today. Obesity is not just about numbers or statistics. It is connected through history, access to resources, and everyday lives of people within our communities. Through this project, I was able to learn how important awareness, education, and community support truly are when it comes to creating change. I also learned that real change does not happen through one person alone. It happens when people come together to support each other, share knowledge, and work towards a common goal. That is something I was able to experience firsthand throughout this entire journey. From organizing events to speaking with community members and researching this topic more deeply, every step taught me something more valuable that I will carry with me long after this thesis is over. I want to give a very special thank you to my mentors, Janine Cruz and Dwayne Joe, for guiding me, supporting me, and encouraging me throughout this process. Your advice and mentorship helped me shape this project into what it became today. I also want to give a huge thank you to the Jemez Public Health Department for believing in our ideas and helping us turn them into something meaningful for the community. To my friends, my family, and my teachers, thank you for your support. To my friends, my family, and my teachers, thank you for supporting me every step of the way, whether it was helping me stay motivated, giving advice, participating in events, or simply believing in me. Your support meant everything. This project would not be possible without all of you. Most importantly, I hope this thesis helps continue the conversation about obesity within Native American communities and reminds people that change starts within community itself. Even small actions can create a lasting impact when people can come over together with a shared purpose. Thank you for listening, supporting me, and being part of this journey. This has been Raquan Lucero. Thank you.